Hi YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So I'm going to show you how to connect sensors to the INR4-GYB receiver. So these will be the ibus 2 sensors, and moving along in his videos I'm going to show you how you'd configure multiple sensors even though this receiver has only got 4 sockets on it. So we're going to try it in like a touring car setup, but the sensors I'm using is kind of irrelevant here. It's just showing you how you'd set it up to run multiple sensors. So let's bring in for a close-up look and see how we get on with this. So, see if I can get you a shot of this, but it's going to be a bit difficult because of where the lights and everything are. But basically this is a receiver with the antenna to the outside. So the actual ports, let's see if I can get some light a bit further in here. So the actual ports, we've got the bottom one that is channel 1, then channel 2. The top one is the sort of battery voltage detection port right at the very top here. So we've got these 2 ports free. Now channel 1 is at the bottom, channel 4 is at the top. But new port A is at the top and D is at the bottom. So the ports we're going to be looking at here are A and B. So first off, we're going to need to go into his menu, into his RX set, then our interface protocol. So we're going to need A and B ports. So we're going to change both these to ibus 2. So once we've got them set to ibus 2, if we go on to our sensors and display sensors, you can see at the minute we've just got all ID zeros, which mean it's basically the stock inbuilt ports that are being used. So if we plug one ibus sensor in to the 3rd channel, and then we're going to get another ibus 2 sensor. Don't be concerned if the sensors I'm using don't make any particular sense for this vehicle. It's just basically showing you how you configure the ports. And if you see, GPS is now ID 57 and you get everything related to GPS. Then if we connect this one, which is the altitude sensor, we should now see 56, so it's assigned another sensor to it. So we've got ID 0 is all the stock inbuilt telemetry, 56 is his next one. So this one, so it looks like it does altitude, height and air pressure, and then we've got all the GPS ones. So as always with these sensors, we can select any of these 3 or these gauges. So you'd go to choose sensor, then choose position 1, 2 or 3. So we're going to choose 3. We can go in, and as you scroll down you've got the air pressure and GPS. So if you go into air pressure, then you can have altitude, height or air pressure. Choose the sensor you want, back out of it, and then you've got the actual altitude. Also, while you're on the choose sensor panel, you can set an alarm, so you can set your higher and lower values and it'll trigger the alarm. You could also go in and set any of the GPS related ones, so speed, distance. Distance is the distance from the home point. Not sure if they're going to change that, but that's basically how almost all telemetry works for GPS. So you set the home point and it's the distance you've travelled away from the home point. It's kind of what drones use and everything to return to home. But we've got everything else that we can have in here. So, and again, you can set alarms for these if you want. So we've got pitch and roll. So at the minute it's measuring roll. You can zero them and calibrate them. But basically this is more about showing you how you plug in multiple sensors. So the main thing you've got to remember is make sure on your sensor display that they're actually being assigned an ID. That tells you straight away that your sockets are set up correctly. And in the RX menu, it's the interface protocol, and we need to set these to ibus 2. So as you see on this receiver, we've got 2 sockets free, so we can use 2 ibus 2 sensors without needing to add anything else. If you wanted more sensors, you can go up to the FGR12B or 8B, and then you get the extra sensors, but you've also got a lot more extra channels. So these receivers now start to make more sense, as in the more ibus 2 sensors you want, the more sort of sockets you're going to lose to your channels. So the FGR12B would be an ideal choice if you want to use 8 channels and then 4 ibus 2 sensors without adding any extra breakout or anything like that. But it's also not that big for a 12 channel receiver. So hopefully that clears things up for you. So let's wrap this one up. So there you have it. We've got the GPS sensor and the altitude sensor. Possibly not what you're going to use in a touring car, but this is more about showing you how you set them up on the actual receiver itself and how you configure the ports. But hopefully that's useful or entertaining for at least some of you out there. But thanks again for watching Wtf Rc Cars. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share to friends and family, and catch you guys again in the next one.